Simply it is called linear momentum. Linear momentum denoted by P. Here linear momentum defined as product of mass into velocity. Look here. What is the definition of linear momentum? It is the product of mass and velocity. Here none. Another definition none. Mass is nothing but the matter. Matter is nothing but the quantity. Velocity indicate motion. Quantity of motion represented by the body. Quantity of motion represented by the body is known as linear momentum. Linear momentum is the product of mass and velocity. In the situation, the quantity of motion represented by the body, quantity of motion represented by the body is known as linear momentum. Okay? In the situation, linear momentum SI unit is mass unit is kg, velocity unit is meter per second. Okay? This is the SI unit. Here momentum, mass is a scalar, velocity is a vector. Scalar into vector is nothing but the vector. So momentum is a vector. Vector means it follows the direction. In the situation, momentum depends upon the direction of motion of the body. Suppose body moves in this direction, momentum also in this direction. Simply P bar is in the direction of V bar. It is a vector. Okay, this is the momentum. What is the momentum basic definition? The product of mass and velocity of the body. Other theoretical definition, quantity of motion represented by the body is known as linear momentum. I discuss Newton's second law. According to this law, this is external force acting on the body. Then body moves. Simply it write as delta P by delta T. This is the Newton's second law. According to this law, external force acting on the body is directly proportional to. This is denominator time is rate, delta change, P linear momentum. Simply external force acting on the body is directly proportional to rate of change of linear momentum of the body. External force acting on the body directly proportional to rate of change of linear momentum of the body. This is the Newton's second law statement. Once again, external force acting on the body directly proportional to rate of change of linear momentum of the body. This is the Newton's second law. Next question, F equal to ma. Look here. Now we derive F equal to ma. Here, look the situation. This is the body nana, body mass m nana. Here I apply the force. Force acting on the body is F. Because of applying force, its moves A to B. Look here. Change in velocity delta V in a time delta T. Look here. Let F be the force acting on the body. Its change in velocity delta V in a time delta T. We know that Newton's second law, F directly proportional to delta P by delta T. Here the condition is small interval of time. Simply the time difference is very small, A to B. Small interval of time is meaning delta T approximately 0. Simply the gap is 0.0001. That means time interval is small. That's why delta T approximately 0. In the situation, delta replaced by D, dP by dt. Once again I repeat. Delta, large interval of time. D, indicate small interval of time. Here, F, directly proportional to d by dt, linear momentum defined as product of mass and velocity. Here, Nana, generally mass is a constant terms right outside. M, look here, d v by dt. Here F directly proportional to m. Here velocity by time is called acceleration. Simply A. This is the formula for F directly proportional to ma. Proportionality remove to write constant kma. We know that experimentally determine k value is 1. That's why 1 into ma. Again repeat the statement. Experimentally determine this proportionality constant value 1. Finally, to derive F equal to ma. Here F indicate force, m indicate mass, a indicate acceleration. Here this is the formula for F equal to ma. What is the Newton's second law in terms of momentum? F directly proportional to dP by dt. Proportional remove, write constant value 1. So that's why directly F equal to dP by dt or F equal to ma. Based on data to write the formula. These two formulas are very useful to solve the problems. Look here.